Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to install Java and Tomcat Web Application Server, and then I'm going to show you how you can deploy your own Java application to Tomcat Web Application Server. By the way, please note that I'm not going to use YAM module for the installation, but instead we are going to use compressed files of the Java and Tomcat. So, in order to do that, let's first create a new user and then install our applications. Okay, in order to do that, let's first create a user. I'm just going to use user add module, and let's say that our new user called test user. Okay, it says that permission denied because we have to be root user to add a new user. Okay, let's switch the root user. And please pay attention that you need to use this dash sign here, otherwise your environmental variables will not be loaded to the when you switch the user. So sudo dash, press enter, and you can write your root password. Okay, now I am in the root. Okay, let's add our new user add test user. Our user added, so we are going to set a password, passwd test user. Let's just write a simple password 12345 12345. Okay, now all the tokens updated successfully. Let's clear the screen. Since our user is already added, we can switch to test user. Let's write sudo dash our username test user and click enter. Let's print who am I. I'm a test user. Now it's time to install our applications. Here you can see that I have two web links like Tomcat Apache and oracle.com where we download the Java. So let's first download our Java. As you see that I am going to download it for Linux. So we have here 5 different links. I'm going to use these links. Actually, it depends on your machine settings. For example, here let's print our CPU, or let's say that operating system release cut etc OS release. Okay, so as you see that I am using a CentOS machine. So in CentOS we can download this compressed archive. Let's just copy this link. Okay, copy link address. Let's clear the screen. I'm going to download it using wget command. You see we have wget command. If you don't have this wget tool, then you can download it using yum install wget. But in order to perform this command, you have to be root user, or you can also use sudo yum install wget. But I already have this wget installed, so I'm just going to use it. Okay, wget, and we paste our URL and then click enter. Now it will take some time to download this. It is downloaded. Let's check if it's here. Perform ls command. As you see there, our tar file is here. Now we have to extract this file. So how we are going to do that? Let's clear the screen. We are going to use tar command, tar options xzf, and the name of the tar file. So it is gdk and something. So let's just click enter. Let's check that if it's here. As you see that our folder is extracted here. Let's also download our Tomcat. So as you can see that here we have Tomcat website. I'm going to install the latest version of Tomcat, which is 10. So if you click on that, you'll see here some links. We are going to download this tar file. So just right click and copy the link address, and we are going to use again wget command and paste URL, click enter. It's downloaded. Let's see if it's here. Yeah, as you see that tar file is here. Now let's extract this tar file, tar xzf, and the name Apache. Okay, click enter. ls. Yeah, here we have Apache Tomcat folder. Now we have to create some folders under user directory, and then we have to like move everything inside the Apache and Java folders to that created folder. So let's switch to the root user, su-password. Okay, something is wrong. Let's click again. Okay, now we are root user. Clear the screen. I'm going to create some folders inside user directory. So let's make directory -p like allow us to create multiple folders. So we are going to create user like this directory is already under the root directory. Now we have to create under user Java, and then let's say Java 18. Click enter. And also we have to create Tomcat, and let's say the Tomcat version is 10, and click enter. Now we have to move everything from our Apache and Java folder to these created folders, Tomcat 10 and Java 18. Okay, let's use move command. So move home directory. Under home directory I have some users, so our user is test user, and under this test user we have, for example, okay, JDK 18 folder, and I'm going to move everything. So to say everything, you can use star sign. We are going to move everything to user Java and Java 18. Yeah, click enter. Now everything, let's see that actually is if it's moved or not. So we can use ls command, ls us user. Let's just copy it. Okay, sorry, I'm just copy this command, ls, and paste it. You see that our like everything inside the JDK folders just moved to this folder Java 18. Okay, now let's move everything from Tomcat to our new created folder Tomcat 10. So move again home, our username test user, and under this user we have, see that we have this folder here, so Apache Tomcat, and under this one we use like everything star sign and move it to user Tomcat and Tomcat 10. Click enter. Let's check that if it's there, if it is moved or not. So user Tomcat 10. Okay, everything is moved. Let's clear the screen. So in order to make Tomcat and Java working, we have to create some environmental variables for our specific user. Let's switch to our user, test user. Again, please do not forget this dash sign because it also loads all the environmental variables. Click enter. Now we are test user. So let's create some environmental variables. By the way, in order to print your environment variables, you can use nv command. Just click enter. You'll see that we have some environment variables. For example, hostname like RSCSA 11, or user, test user, or something like that. Let's clear the screen. Clear. but where we should write our environment variables. So every user has bashrc file. If you like do ls-a, you will see that this user has bashrc and bash profile files. So we have to write our environment variables to bashrc file. I'm going to use vim editor to edit this file, bashrc, click enter, and let's create our environment variables here. So this is vim editor, so in order to go to the insert mode, you have to press I letter. You see that in the lower left corner of the screen there's a written insert, so it means that we are in insert mode, so we can write anything we want. So the first environment variable will be our java home. Java home equals to, so our home java home directory is user, we have then java and java 18. Also we have to create Catalina base. Catalina base is like for the Tomcat, so Catalina base equals to, where is Tomcat folder, user, Tomcat and Tomcat 10. Like these are the passes that we just created. Okay, we have also config directory for both Java and Catalina. It is the same actually. We are going to create a variable config directory equals to, it is same user and config. So that's it. But okay, let's click like escape button, and then you can write colon wq, so it will save your bashrc file and exit. Click enter. Right now our bashrc file are edited and we just added our variables there. Let's see that if variables are like printed using end command or not. So I'm going to use end, then we pipe it with grep. Let's first print our java home. So it is not here because we have to source our bashrc file. So please do not forget that if you edit your bashrc file, you have to source this file. So source bashrc, click enter, and if we like use this command again, it is not here. Why it's not here? Because we just forgot to export our environment variables, our variables. We have to export those variables, so then it can be shown in this md command. So let's just edit the file again, bashrc, and now press I to go to the insert mode, and we just have to write export for all these three variables, export and export. Okay, click escape colon wq. Now let's source this bashrc file again. If we run this mv command, so our java home environment variables is there. Let's print also Catalina base, it is here, and also we have one more additional variable which is config directory, right? Config directory, so it is here. So if we do everything correctly, then if we would like to print the Java version, we just can write with Java. So it says that, so as you see that we have this error, right? It says that no Java like is not found. No Java is found in this path. So let me show you what's these passes. I'm just going to grab path environment variable. Okay, let's clear the screen first of all. I'm going to use this command again with Java. So right now no Java is found in these folders, in this path. So like what happens when you write with Java? So actually, when you write this command, it looks for Java application like using these folders. First of all, it goes to here and then like search for the Java. If it's not found, then it will go to this directory, and if it's not found, then it will go to this directory, and so on. So we have to add our Java path to this let's say that path environment variable. If we have this variable, let's just print the variable path. As you see that in this path environment variable, we don't have Java directory or our Java path. So we have to add our Java path to this environment variable. Okay, but how we are going to do that? Like if you remember, we just exported some commands, some variables. So in order to do that, we just use bashrc file. So also we have to use bashrc file to like add some path to this environment variable. So let's just vim this bashrc file, and if you see that there is export path. So right now some paths or some folders, some directories, I just stored this path variable, and then this file export this path variable so that it can be environment variable. We have to add our Java directory or Java path to this variable. Let's click I to go to the insert mode and write equals. So I am going to use the path environment variable itself. So it is this one. We had some passes there. So I'm going to use the same path, and I will also add our own Java path there. So Java is in the user Java and Java 18, and we have here bin. Okay, let's escape :wq. So we just edited our bashrc file, then we have to source it again, bashrc. So if we echo the path variable again, you will see that our new path added to this variable. Now if I write which Java, as you see that it just go to this directory, and it says that okay, you have Java, and it's going to use Java from this directory. And if you just write Java version, you see that it just prints correctly. Our Java version is 18.011. Okay, let's clear the screen. Now it's time to start our Tomcat. So Tomcat has a startup script. So in order to start the Tomcat, it is placed under the user. We have Tomcat folder, then Tomcat 10, and under this we have this directory bin, and inside bin we have some scripts. You'll see that we have here startup script. So let's write startup and click enter. So our Tomcat is started. As a default, Tomcat server listens to port 8080. So let's use that command, netstat some tulpan. Let's grep with port 8080 and grep listen. Okay, as you see that our Java listens to port 8080. So it seems it's working, but now let's check that. But how we are going to check that? First of all, we are going to get the IP address of our machine. So I'm going to use IPA, and here is IP address. Let's copy that and let's paste it here. So it is not working because, as we said before, this Tomcat listens to port 8080, so I'm going to add port like colon 8080. Click enter. It is not working. Let's see that if it is start or not. Let's start it again. User Tomcat 10 startup script. It's in the bin folder. Startup. It is started. Let's check that again. Okay, now it works. Probably, like, I don't know what's the issue there, but all you need to do is start it again. So right now, instead of web application, we have this Apache Tomcat, let's say homepage maybe. So if you want to deploy your own Java application to your Tomcat server, all you need to do is like copy or move your Java application, like Java var file, to your Tomcat folder. So if you clear the screen, I'm going to show you where you can move your Java var file. So if I did ls user tomcat 10, and as you see that under this Tomcat 10 folder we have web apps. Right now under these web apps we have some folders. If you want to deploy your own Java application, then all you need to do is just move your Java jar file to like under this web apps directory. Then Tomcat automatically deploy your application. I mean, it will extract your Java var file and it will just deploy your Java application. Let me start some sample Java jar file and then like place it under web apps and to see if it's working or not. Let's go to our Chrome browser, and I already opened some web page here. So we have this sample application, and this application is provided by Tomcat itself. So it says that it can be downloaded from here. Let's download it. But right now this var file is on my Mac, so either I have to like move this sample var to my CentOS machine, or I can also get the link from here. Let's copy link and we can install it like that using wget, right? Wget, place the URL and click enter. It just downloaded. Let's see here. So it says sample var. Now we have to copy this sample var to like to the Tomcat directory, right? Under this directory, and under it we have web apps. So what I'm going to do is let's move sample var to we have user directory, and under user we have Tomcat, then Tomcat 10, then under that we have web apps. Let's just click enter. Let's see that if it's there or not. I'm just going to copy the directory and let's do ls, click enter. You see that our sample var is here. Now let's like refresh our Tomcat web server. What we're going to do is run this command. Let's clear the screen first. So we have user Tomcat 10, and we have bin folder. Under this folder we have shutdown script as well. So shutdown script will shut down the Tomcat server. Let's first of all shut down it. Okay, it is shut down. Now let us start it again. Startup script. Click enter. So it says Tomcat started. Now let's go to the Chrome browser. So this is our Apache Tomcat. Let's refresh it. Okay, for some reason it doesn't deploy our application. Alright, I just forget to add the endpoint there. So as you see that if you open this web page again, it says that you can view this application using this URL. So it will be your localhost port 8080 and then sample. So if we write just sample there, sample, and as you see that our Java application is deployed in Tomcat server. By the way, please note that right now our Java var file name is sample.var, so that's why we have to write sample here. If your, let's say, the Java application like has some custom name, for example test user.var, then you have to write here test user instead of sample. Then it will work like a charm, I believe. Alright, that's all from my side. I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye.